Hi, this is Aaron with Zollotech. Today I have the Zune HD. Now I know you probably have seen this already if you're interested in one, but I thought I'd show this to you as I thought I'd give it a shot. I do have the iPhone here for size comparison, and I've actually used the Zune Pass service for quite some time, just because I think it's an excellent service. It's 15 bucks a month, and you get to keep 10 of those songs a month. So this is the 16 gig model. It's basically the OLED screen. I guess we'll open it up. We'll just cut right here. I have a little knife with me. And, yeah. So, not the sharpest of knives, but it does the job. So that's that side. And was able to pick it up for a little under the normal cost. Just I had a 10% off coupon from Best Buy. So I thought I'd check it out, pick it up there for a decent cost. Now the one thing with this I understand is, oh, that's really nice. So one thing I understand is that you do have to load the software first. The firmware is not on there, which is kind of odd, but it does prevent you from just kind of stealing it, I suppose. So here's a little tab. There's the device. You can see how thin that is. That's it. This is black. This is the 16 gig model, like I said. The 32 gig model is a little bit bigger, or a little bit, not bigger rather, storage-wise it's bigger, but is a different color, I meant, which it's actually got a silver color to it. This is black. And this has a rubbery feel to it down here at the bottom. This is brushed aluminum, it looks like, with the Zune logo imprinted. And that's about it. So let's see what this said. It actually had a warning on it. Or important. Change your Zune using the or charge your Zune using the supplied cable for at least 30 minutes before use. Well, it's going to take me a while to probably use that software. So we'll pull this out. So it just looks like a cardboard piece here. It says Zune everywhere. 14 days of free music. That's fine. I guess see, it's $15, gives you 10 MP3s a month, and they're actually 320 kilobit per second MP3s. Really high quality. Here's our little start guide. Set that aside. I've used Zune Pass for quite some time, like I said. So we'll pull this out of here. Again, welcome to the social. And what do we have in here? Okay. So, very Apple-like packaging, at least that. This is kind of a little sloppy, but not too big of a deal. We have welcome, Zune product guide, the headphones, which aren't so good from what I understand, although they do have this handy little magnetic thing that holds them in place. Different colors, and the sync cable. Wish it was a standard across different platforms, but obviously it's not at this point. And we'll undo this. And now I'm going to have to go charge this, but just to give you a size comparison, here's the iPhone in a case. A little bit shorter, a little narrower screen. You can see the form factor. A little bit different, but again, a little bit thinner too, although this is a phone, so, and in a case. But you can get the idea. Really nice device if you ever played around with one. The touchscreen is just as good, if not better, than an iPhone, iPod. And the interface is different. It may or may not be to your preference, but it really has some nice things going for it. And you can see on the side it says "Hello from Seattle." I don't know if you can see that. But overall, really nice design. You know, it's different than the iPhone, different than the iPod Touch, and that's a good thing. There's lots of different choice. So I'm going to go check this out, charge it up, throw some music on here, and give you a follow-up so you kind of get the idea of what it's like if you haven't watched any of the interface videos, and I'll show you the differences between the iPhone, iPod Touch, and this. Be back in a little bit. So I'm back after syncing the Zune, charging the Zune, loading it full of content, checking it out a little bit, and it just flipped there by itself. But put some video content on it from some podcasts. The touch screen is really nice. Same as an iPhone. Sometimes a little snappier. Depends on what you're doing, but you don't have as much to do as an iPhone. As far as the music goes, if we tap music here, you can see all the albums lined up nicely. And to give you an idea what it looks like while it's playing, I actually have... let's see here. Oh, this isn't on. But I actually have this album on the iPhone, and it's this new album by 1000 Foot Krutch. But what you want to see is, like, in the background you can see some, I don't know if you can see that, yeah, I guess you can, is the album artwork, and then some information right here, and the name, and the songs in order. And if you want, you can touch the songs and go right to all the list of the songs. If you want to go back, you touch the upper left corner. If you want to change songs, you can do it the way I just showed you, or you can swipe and change songs. You can put a heart on the song that says you like it, you hit it again, you dislike it, or you don't want to rate it. Right here in the middle, you have repeat, and here you have random in the left. If I hit the center button or the back button, the center will bring me back to home, the back will bring me back. As far as a radio goes, pretty standard. There's your radio. Scroll to adjust that. The marketplace, very cool feature. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can search the whole marketplace while you're on the internet. As long as you have a Wi-Fi connection and you want a song, you can grab it right from the device. No need to sync. That's one advantage it has over an iPhone or iPod Touch. So here, let me show you the same album on this. Let me set it up on the iPhone here. And scroll down. Now this, obviously, this has half the amount of storage as the iPhone does. But so here's the same album that I was just showing you, and it just shows you the album itself. It doesn't give you all the information. And the thing with the Zune is it's really set up for the music lover. Supposedly the sound card in this one, or the actual audio processor, is a little bit better. It's hard to say. These are both in the same quality music as it's purchased music, so I know that. But you can see the Zune just went into an interesting thing as it's playing here. Let me just get the iPhone out of here. It went into like a little album artwork. It's going to say 1000 Foot Krutch. There's the artists, and you touch and it will go back. The screen is really crisp. I haven't tried it outside because it's an OLED screen. It may not be as well or as bright as some of the other screens. That's its one disadvantage. If we go to the podcast, I actually downloaded a video podcast of a car. It doesn't seem to have an internal speaker in it, but here is the podcast I downloaded. That's actually about a car, the introduction of this car, and there we go. So I guess I can't really expand the picture, and maybe I can, I just don't know how at this point. But the screen is really crisp and clear, and it's everything you would expect it to be. It's just as good as iPhone, but in a different way, except for the apps. This is very lacking in apps. And see, I just started an app, and I hear this takes a while. This is the first time I've opened this app, so we'll see how long it takes to gather. But the device itself feels good in the hand. I guess I have to connect to try that out, so we can try that out after. But the device itself feels good in the hand, feels very solid. You can see this right here. The metal goes down and in. It feels very, very much like it's going to last. This is an aluminum back. It's the one thing I don't like on the iPod Touch is this is chrome, and it scratches very easily. On the Zune, it's anodized aluminum. So on the top you have your on-off switch or your hold, whatever you want to call it. Hit the center button, it comes back, and there's the time. That's not the right time. You slide that up, and that's it. And you have pictures. I haven't put any on there, but you've got your typical Zune pictures, and they're okay. Nothing I would have picked, but they do the job, I guess. And radio marketplace, like I said. Social will actually show you your Xbox Live friends. I have to sync it apparently to show that. I didn't set that up. But it will show you your Xbox Live friends, how many views and things they've actually or listens to the song rather, there's also it also hooks up to your MSN if you use that. So that's a quick overview of the Zune HD. Definitely cool. I'm going to check it out some more, see if it works with my car interface. That I'm doubting, but I figured I'd try it out. Oh, and this is the home screen. Swipe right to left, and it brings you up to like your history and new things that are on there. Like I said, I really like it, but I'm going to try it out and see how it does. This is Aaron with Zollotech. See you next time.